Part 2. The stranger said he had just returned from his trip abroad the day before. He also told us that over 20 other people had come to his door since he got back. They all said they had signed a contract for the flat. My friend and I decided to call the police. The police asked me to come and give a statement. They were very kind. I told them everything. The officer was shocked. He said, "And you went there alone? You're lucky that you weren't harmed." They told me that the name on the contract was fake. The phone number was also for an unregistered phone. They also said they had checked the security cameras in the building, but they had all been disabled. They asked me to give them the contract. They said they would send it to the lab to check for fingerprints. I told them that too many people had already touched the form, 9 people, including me. But they said that they would still try. A few days later, I got a phone call from the police. They said they got a match on one of the fingerprints in their database, and they had arrested the person. They said that I needed to go to the police station to identify him. So the next day, I went to the police station. There were several people waiting in front of the office. The police officer I knew, 2 more officers that I didn't know, and the bad guy's lawyer. Before the identification process started, the police officers warned me to be very careful about anything I say, because the bad guy's lawyer was listening. They showed me 9 videos. Each video showed a recording of a different person. I have to tell you, I have a terrible memory for faces. It's almost impossible for me to remember a face unless I've seen the person at least 4 times. But I had only met the bad guy twice. I thought number 7 was him, but he looked a bit different. I wasn't sure. I asked them to show me 2 other recordings once more to be completely certain. Then I told them it was number 7. The police officer told me I could leave the room. The officer I knew was waiting outside. He had to stay outside so as not to influence the identification. He greeted me with a broad smile and told me that I had successfully identified the bad guy. He looked very happy. He told me that this guy had cheated over 20 people, but I was the only one who had contacted the police. None of the other people had called them. The police didn't have their names or phone numbers. That left me as the only witness. A few months later, there was a court hearing. The bad guy went to prison mostly because he had also committed another serious crime apart from our case. And we got all our money back. The only sad thing is that all those other people who were conned didn't. The police didn't have their names and didn't know who they were.